Australians' financial struggles. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. Let's have a look at this article from news.com.au discussing the financial struggles of Australians. So indebted Australians owe $46,000 on average. The price of groceries, petrol and rent are heavily weighing on their minds. 46 of 50 grand. Is that including mortgage? Well, no, it couldn't be, could it? So, the price of groceries, petrol and rent are weighing heavily on Australian minds, while those who are carrying debt owe a lot more than a year ago, according to new research. The nation's biggest financial comparison site, CanStar, has released its latest annual Consumer Pulse report after gathering opinions of more than 2,000 adults. CanStar's reports findings show that everyday living costs are hurting the hip pocket of Australians, Group Executive of Financial Services Stephen Mickenbacker said. Prices are rising faster than wages, making it tough to put food on the table and fuel in the tank. We've certainly noticed prices are creeping up. One way to save on shopping is to do one shop a month to buy everything in bulk. That means you'll save money because you won't be doing all those little top-up bullshit shops. You know, when you go out to just get in a carton of eggs and milk and then you end up spending $50 on other things, if you're hungry. The research found almost one-third of Australians were carrying debt beyond a mortgage, owing $46,020 on average, which is a spike of 52% or $15,832 from last year. So some people are not doing too well from the pandemic. Guys, this is the K-shaped economy here. You're going to have some people who are doing fine, who haven't incurred any other debt, and other people who've doubled their debt or increased it by 50%. Not quite doubled. Credit cards remain the main way Aussies are getting in the red, but buy now, pay later debt is on the rise. A quarter of those indebted are carrying buy now, pay later debt, up from just 18% a year ago. It's not just the younger generation either, Mr. Mickenbacker said. CanStar's results show 27% of Gen X and 1 in 10 baby boomers with debt outside of a mortgage owe money on buy now, pay later, reflecting an ongoing shift away from plastic towards interest-free payment plans. The debt story is not all doom and gloom, as the majority, 76% of Australians with money owing, feel they can manage it. The company also found the median amount Australians had in savings and investment outside of assets or superannuation had plunged to $5,000 from $15,000 last year. So what's happened is all the people that have taken their money out of their super have burned through it. Saving balances took a tumble in 2021, which could come down to a number of pandemic-related factors, including stricter eligibility criteria for COVID-19 relief payments, the end of the early access to superannuation scheme, forcing some people to access their nest egg to get by, Mr. Mickenbacker said. Worryingly, 1 in 4 aren't setting any money aside, with 73% saying they are living paycheck to paycheck, up from 68%. Wow. Australia became a nation of two-speed savers during the pandemic, Mr. Mickenbacker said. Some were able to improve their financial situation due to limited spending opportunities, while others were left worse off. The proportion of respondents who feel they're living within their means fell from 73% to 66%, suggesting Australians are either feeling strapped for cash after the winding back of COVID-19 support measures or are loosening the purse strings as the nation opens back up. While some Australians took a financial hit during the pandemic, others were able to focus on building wealth, with 1 in 5 Australians dipping their toe in investing for the first time this year, led by Gen Z and millennials. Shares were overwhelmingly the most popular form of investment, followed by property and cryptocurrencies. They were appealing because the top savings account interest rate had fallen from 1.75% in January to 1.35% currently, according to CanStar analysts, which hardly makes for lucrative returns compared to the potential to be had with other investment types, Mr. Mickenbacker said. Digital currencies will continue to be a reckoning force in the year ahead, despite their volatility, he added. The research also found property owners estimated they had an average of $312,000 in home equity, thanks to a 22% surge in property prices over the past year and low interest rates. Just over 1/4 of owners are considering accessing this equity, with the top options being to renovate, 28%, buy an investment property, 24%, invest in shares, 16%. Gen Z is the generation deemed to have it the hardest when it comes to buying property, but just 21% of respondents felt parents had an obligation to help their kids buy their first home, down from 25% last year, the report also revealed. If the Australian dream of home ownership is to survive this decade, we need to slow investment lending by easing the brakes on now, Mr. Mickenbacker said. If next year is another year like 2021, there will need to be a slam on the brakes. So there we have it, everyone. Let's have a talk about this. What's most concerning is the level of debt some people have and how many people are living paycheck to paycheck. But what this is showing us is that the two-speed economy that we have here in Australia, with some people doing much better than others, has been exacerbated by the pandemic and all of the interventions into the economy, the lockdowns, the restrictions, all of it, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Take care. And if you want to support the channel, there are a few ways you can. You can click the links down below. I will pick a video that YouTube will recommend you right down there. Take care, guys. Have a great day. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now. Good coffee.